So, some of you may remember this old workout video that I made with my parents a little more than 2.5 years ago. And it's crazy for me to think about, but I never would have imagined at that point in time how different life would be and how much life would change over the next couple of years. To be honest, I struggled a lot with whether or not to make this video. On one hand, I feel like I've become such a private person over the last few years, and especially now, that showing one of my most loved people in my life in such a vulnerable and compromised state that it was just too undignified. I just felt that that was something too personal and too private to broadcast. But thinking about it more over the last few months, I feel I now have more good reasons to make a video showing these things. First, this is life. How often is it that the life we show others, and especially the life we are shown through social media by others, is portrayed in this way where everything is joyful and exciting and fun and happy, where everything is quote-unquote picture perfect. I mean, yes, that's moments in life can be that way, but this is also the reality of life. You can't have the joy without the pain. You can't have the light without the darkness. There is no life without death. And even if we choose to look away from these things, it doesn't mean that they aren't there. And so, instead of hiding it, this is an opportunity to face it and accept it, even if it hurts. Happy, ma? Happy? Say I am. 你知道我爱你？你是知道？知道吗？知道哈。还有炯炯。对，炯炯也爱你。还有谁？还有谁？还有爸爸，对，爸爸也爱你。还有谁爱你？还有谁爱你？还有谁？千妮。对，千妮也爱你。还有谁爱你？抓我的手。好，来，挤用一点。好，算10哈，1、2、3，挤用一点哦，4，好，手甩，甩。你知道我爱你对不对？你知道？我知道你爱我，知道哈。知道就好，对不对？Secondly, it's a reminder that my mom is a fighter, and even though she is ill, it's not going to stop her from fighting and pushing forward. And even if it's a losing battle against the disease, it's an incredible victory to be able to share this type of profound love and intimacy, and to show everyone that even if you feel like you have nothing left, that it's not the end. It's times like this that words and concepts like intimacy take on new meanings. Intimacy is often thought of in certain ways, but now through this experience, I've been feeling this new incredible bond of intimacy found in holding my loved ones while we stand together, facing death and loss and grief, but refusing to let go of each other. Another reason I think making this video is good is, as I think about it more, I want to document these times for myself, because this is how I want to remember her. Her always gentle yet strong spirit, always patient and supportive and never giving up. I remember one of the last almost normal conversations I had with her. I remember her telling me she didn't know why she had to have an illness like this. I couldn't help but look away and tear up, but she responded to my tears by reminding me that God has a good and beautiful plan. And I truly feel that this is part of His good and beautiful plan, that even in what feels like ashes, beauty can still be found. So? 好，这样就做完了，对不对？今天这样就做完了，对不对？你会不会累？会不会累？不会累。And finally, this also just goes to show that it's never too late to get started on anything. Make the most of what we have in the moment and try to treasure and cherish each moment. We truly don't know what is ahead, and there's also no point stressing and worrying about it. So, as long as we are able to continue putting one foot in front of the other, there is always progress to be made. And instead of focusing on what is lacking, try to look at your situations and see the beauty in what's there. And cherish the journey and celebrate the wins, no matter how small they seem.